Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Madam 81, and I am coming back to you again. This is from Gossip, and the article is by Jacobs. It says, "Here we go again. Jimmy Fallon apologizes using blackface to impersonate Chris Rock on Saturday Night Live." Jimmy Fallon took to Twitter this week to issue an apology over a resurfaced sketch from Saturday Night Live. A sketch that really hasn't aged well. In the 20-year episode, Fallon does an impersonation of Chris Rock on the Regis Philbin's TV show. The comedian is seen in full blackface while telling jokes that perpetuate racial stereotypes. Like one point during the sketch, when Jimmy's depiction of Chris Rock explains that black people don't appear on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire because black people don't want to answer questions. This is far from the first time that The Tonight Show's host has been criticized for this very incident, but in wake of the clip that resurfaced once again and inspiring the hashtag Jimmy Fallon is over party, the comedian took to Twitter to apologize and thank his fans for holding him accountable. In 2000, while on SNL, I made a terrible decision to do an impersonation of Chris Rock while in blackface. There is no excuse for this, he tweeted. I am very sorry for making this unquestionably offensive decision and thank all of you for holding me accountable. This is the actual tweet if you want to go check it out. And there you have it. In the end, it seems like half the internet is still upset with Jimmy over this whole situation, while the other half is annoyed at those who consistently bring up old mistakes in the effort to cancel people. Is Fallon's apology sufficient? Okay, my opinion on it is basically pretty much at this point, nobody's apology, whether it be Jimmy Fallon or Doja Cat, insert anyone, none of their apologies or is going to suffice given what we're going through right now. Minneapolis is in the beginning stages of a full-on riot with the police because of the execution of a gentleman down there, and it just takes me back to when they rioted in Baltimore. The news outlets are saying that he was on drugs. Some of the news outlets are saying that he was on drugs. Some of the news outlets are saying they arrested him because he had. When does writing bad checks deserve a life? If that's the case, half the white population and so on and so forth should have been executed for doing that, because that's kind of like their thing. So I just don't understand people making decisions and then 20 years later, because it's a problem for their brand, it's a problem for their possible livelihood, they want to come out and apologize, and they never speak about it until someone pulls their card, and people want to make it a cancel issue. They want to be canceled. Jimmy Fallon had 20 years. That clip has been out 20 years. He had 20 years to come and say, well, it's some things that I didn't do. It's some things that, some skits that I did that I truly regret or whatever. Did Jimmy Fallon do that? To my knowledge, no. He didn't do that. So why should I care now that he's getting backlash because of a decision that he made in his career? No, I'm not going to do that. It's a lot of things with these celebrities. These celebrities, they will go and they'll be like, oh, well, I did that. I was young. I was immature. I was trying to make it in the industry then, and this, that, and the third, and blah, 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 blah. But it never gets held to task until people find out, and then they make a big issue with it. When it hurts their brand, when it hurts their image that they took in so long to build up, or their standing, then they want to come in and say, oh, well, I'm sorry, and this, that, and the third. Like, the only responsible thing that Jimmy Fallon did was when he said, thank you for holding me to task. Because, what other defense do you have besides, okay, I did it, whatever the case is, or, there's no defense for that. And I do respect Jimmy Fallon for that, for just coming out and saying, thank you for holding me to task. It may have been an effort for everybody to be like, okay, well, we forgive him and this, that, and the third. No. Just the thing about Doja Cat, which I'm not going to speak on Doja Cat because it's supposed to be something that's going on as far as that, or whatever. It's supposed to have a big conversation about that. But nevertheless, Jimmy Fallon, do I feel sorry for him? Fuck no. He chose to do it. His management and SNL, SNL has always been borderline racist. Look how long it took them to actually get a woman comedian in the stand-up line, like a featured a woman in the stand-up line. Look how many people of color other than black people, and it took a while for black people too, but look how long in between it took for them to have like black people on there. It's always one token guy, one token black guy, or something like that, or they haven't represent Asians in that capacity, or any other ethnic group, and that, I mean, SNL has always been like borderline racist and sexist, but that's no secret if you grew up watching SNL. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I don't watch Jimmy Fallon. I can't say I'm a fan of Jimmy Fallon. So the mere fact that this is even news is like bullshit. I mean, he's not my favorite comedian. He has not been my favorite comedian. I really don't think that he's funny. I think he's funny in the moment when you see certain clips and stuff like that. But overall, as being funny, like, oh man, he's my all-time favorite comedian. And no. Other than that, he's just one of those ones that shucked and drived his way to the top, and now he has a cushy seat to sit on, to look down upon people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, stop giving too much stock into these quote unquote celebrities. I mean, they'll turn around and disappoint you every time. Jimmy Fallon, and others that have done the same thing. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Please don't forget to drop down and comment in the comment section. I definitely would like to hear from you guys. Sorry about all these notifications that's coming through right now. Look real crazy, but I will get up with you guys later.